I want to begin with focusing on one of the core activities in any intellectual or professional discipline: gathering information. Whether you're writing a thesis, developing a policy brief, building a business case, or preparing a workshop, the ability to research effectively is non-negotiable. But as we know, research today involves managing not just content, but quantity, too much material in a short time, and increasing pressure to draw conclusions quickly. NotebookLM offers a framework that supports both the pace and depth of modern research. In this lesson, we'll explore how to use the tool to gather and evaluate source material, extract critical content, and begin organizing your research. Let's begin to practice. At the point where research typically starts, collecting source material. In NotebookLM, everything begins in the Sources panel. This is where you upload your documents: academic articles, reports, web clippings, meeting transcripts, even excerpts from books. The format is flexible. PDFs, Google Docs, and Google Slides are all supported. My recommendation is to start with a focused question or area of inquiry, then upload 3 to 5 core texts that give you a broad yet coherent view of that topic. Once uploaded, each document becomes searchable and interactive. The system doesn't just store the file, it indexes its content and makes it available for AI-driven exploration. From there, you can click into any source and use the Discover feature to begin engaging with it. This tool doesn't summarize everything at once. Instead, it guides you through key ideas, quoted sections, and suggested prompts that reveal the structure of the document. For instance, if you're researching digital privacy regulations, Discover might surface definitions, legal distinctions, and regional differences within the same file, sections that could otherwise be buried several pages apart. From here, the real value begins to emerge when you start asking questions. You can use the chat panel to request targeted information. What are the main arguments in this article? How does this report define data sovereignty? Or summarize the evidence supporting this conclusion. The AI pulls these answers directly from your sources. It does not invent. It interprets and selects based on what you've provided. This makes it suitable for rigorous research where traceability and accuracy matter. Now, during this process, you'll want to develop a habit of recording what you find. When the AI provides a useful summary or answer, use the Add Note function. This allows you to capture not just content, but context: what you asked, what was returned, and why it's useful. As your research grows, begin to group your notes by topic or angle. If you're conducting comparative research, for instance, you might group notes by region, by time period, or by stakeholder perspective. This kind of thematic sorting not only improves navigation, it also supports synthesis later on. The clearer your structure is during research, the easier it is to build arguments, write drafts, or design presentations down the line. Let me suggest a practical activity before we finish. Choose a focused research question, something like, how are cities using AI for traffic management? Upload 2 or 3 relevant reports or articles. Then use the chat panel to ask specific questions. What policies are being tested? What benefits or risks are highlighted? Save the responses as notes, and then examine how those notes begin to form patterns. What themes are appearing? What's missing? What should be investigated further? This lesson has focused on the initial research phase, how you bring material into NotebookLM, begin engaging with it, and start shaping it into something you can use. In the next lesson, we will talk about how you can organize your resources with categorization and tagging.